Three guys are serving up slices with a second chance in Philadelphia. On today's In This Together, presented by GoDaddy. Hey y'all, and welcome to In This Together. I'm Alejandro Alba. Employment opportunities are one of the biggest barriers for formerly incarcerated individuals re-entering back into society. But one pizza joint in Philadelphia is delivering fresh pies and equitable employment opportunities to anyone looking for a fresh start. Childhood friends Chef Kurt Evans and Muhammad Abdul Hadi came together and developed Down North Pizza to help formerly incarcerated people stay out of prison.
Down North Pizza came out of a concept of a dinner series I started a few years back, EMI in mass incarceration dinner series, where we have dinners and bring people together and use food as a conduit to talk about mass incarceration, systemic issues that surround the black and brown communities. And Muhammad came to one of the dinners and he was like, I want to open a restaurant, start a business, around helping people that's been formerly incarcerated.
Eventually, Muhammad came up with the perfect plan.
Just the thought of pizza makes people smile. We just thought about, how about we just do a restaurant, a pizzeria, and also combat recidivism by exclusively hiring people who've been formerly incarcerated.
Muhammad and Kurt wanted to focus on efforts to curb high recidivism rates, which is a tendency for previously incarcerated people to end up back in jail.
Working in kitchens and experiencing co-workers that have been formerly incarcerated, family members, friends, relatives, people that's been formerly incarcerated. We hear their stories and they're like, I don't never want to go back to jail. The number one problem, and number 1 and 2, is pretty much like living and work. The statistics show that you are less likely to commit a crime, go back to jail within your first 3 years, unless you have a job, home, you have secure things for you to go back to do. So nobody wants to go to jail.
The lack of resources is the bigger issue. And we're trying to shine light on that and let people know that everybody in life makes mistakes, but you should never be defined by your mistakes that you made, because everybody deserves a second chance.
And soon, Kurt was in the kitchen developing what would eventually be known as Down North Pizza.
We got started with our pop-up, so we would just do 350 pizzas Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that's how we built a lot of capital up. We also built up a buzz for the pizza shop.
But it would take almost 2 years of grinding to get Down North a location of its own.
Down North is a self-funded project, so it took about almost 18 months to actually get this thing off the ground, and especially being a black-owned business and not having access to certain resources. Couldn't go to the bank and get funds and didn't have any investors, so it was really tough. Really tough at first, and self-funded worked to our advantage. It allowed us to reimagine what workforce development looks like. Down North, we're fair wage, work equitable space for our employees. We were one of the first groups in Philadelphia to offer a $15 an hour minimum wage.
It also allowed them to create a holistic approach that went beyond giving folks a paycheck.
We have apartments on top of the restaurant that we can utilize for people who need it.
We have 6 months rent-free. Come home, gather your money, gather your funds up, stack money.
We also offer legal services free of charge, because a lot of the time these individuals, may get sent back to prison simply because they don't have proper representation.
Current executive Chef Michael is an example of the power of Down North.
I am an ex-con. I've done years in the penitentiary, and this is the first kitchen that I am solely in charge of, and I feel like we're creating a safe work environment for people that have been through these trials and tribulations.
And Down North has given him and other employees a voice in the fight to end mass incarceration.
Last year, during 2020, we watched the world erupt in protests. There's no such thing as protests for people that are on parole. Number one parole violation, the first thing you do when you see your PO, they ask you, have you had any police contact? So me going downtown to protest was equal to me getting locked up automatically for 9 months. So that's why Down North is so important to push the line and have these conversations. So there is no protest for people like me. So this is our protest.
They also work to help their employees seek out other jobs if that's something they want to do.
You know what? Maybe Down North, I don't want to sell pizzas. I don't want to work in a pizza shop all my life, but hopefully we can leverage our resources with partners that help out with soft skills, resume writing, interviewing.
Muhammad and Kurt also work to provide resources to the community that will curb first-time offending.
And we also, are doing various different, community outreach programs. We're actually working on put sustainable gardens in the Strawberry Mansion section of Philadelphia. As many resources as possible that we can provide for these individuals.
Thanks to GoDaddy for sponsoring this episode. GoDaddy believes the future is yours to create, so they're celebrating the next generation of everyday entrepreneurs who are making a different future. One of those entrepreneurs is Lizzie Van Patten. Lizzie saw a need for more women in the mountain climbing world, and she stepped up to make that change by launching She Moves Mountains, which offers women-led clinics and retreats. Check out GoDaddy.com to learn more. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, we're all in this together.